Hey, happy Saturday morning, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement, back with another video. Today, I want to talk about albums that took me forever to get into, why I would stick with them, albums I'm still struggling to appreciate. Um, you get it. So, I'm I really need to hear something. I don't know what it is. My built-in radar will tell me after listening to something or a couple of things, whether there's something in there that I find interesting enough that I want to keep pursuing it, even though when I first listen, I go, I'm not sure. Some, right off the bat, I just go, and that's mostly pop type music where, you get, you like it, it's nice, everything's cool, it's great, but after a while, there's really, it's kind of superficial to me. But there's a whole bunch that just like I didn't like at first, kept trying to go back. Of course, my classic one, I always mention Yes and Genesis, so I got to show those. Um, Once I got into Yes, which took decades, and really fell in love with Close to the Edge and the Yes album, Tales. The one, for some reason, I didn't quite like. I shouldn't say I didn't like, but it just wasn't, I don't know, was Fragile. Now, a lot of people love this album. It's got Roundabout on it, which is one of their classic songs. But there was some stuff in here that just bugged me. There's that they do this little chant called "Kill the Marcher." That just turned me right off. Maybe some of it's a bit heavier. Um, I don't know, but it wouldn't have ranked in my top 5 or 6 Yes albums. Now I got this Stephen Wilson anniversary uh, edition that came out somewhat recently. And man, I don't know what happened. The light bulb went off. It's just, keep trying rather than just leave it on the shelf. Go, I'm not a big fan of Fragile. I bought this and just, man, have a renewed love for it. It's a great frickin' album. I love it. There's one. Here's a classic Captain Beefheart, Trout Mask Replica. Man, my buddy Larry Graves, a Canadian stud muffin, loves this album, big Beefheart fan. My buddy Tim, who owns Zap Records in Coburg, thinks this is an incredible album. I got 2 really good friends who just think this is amazing. I love that Beefheart was associated with Ry Cooder and Frank Zappa. Man, I listened to this 100 frickin' times. I'm telling you, this is an album that I kept going back to. I would hear it and go, this is just god awful, but there's something that's just there that I just not getting. And I don't know how many listens. I can't even count. Countless, countless, countless. I think I deserve a medal for the amount of times I listened to Trout Mask Replica. And finally, I don't know what happened. It just one time I listened, I went, I frickin' love this album. I'm a huge fan of this album. I need more Beefheart in my collection. That's probably the poster child for what I'm trying to say today. Let's go into bluegrass music. Y'all guys know I'm a banjo player, but I came at it from the 70s. I came at it through rock music, hearing banjos with the Eagles and Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff. And because I was a classic rock guy, and fell in love with the banjo through that. And then got in with the 70s guys who were all the young long haired dudes. And that was easy for me to grasp and get into because they had this attitude and just the energy was great. I went back and tried to listen to traditional bluegrass music. And of course, the father of bluegrass is Bill Monroe. I couldn't take Bill Monroe's voice. Oh, it's to this day, I still struggle a little bit. It's not something I can say you got to hear Bill Monroe sing, but his songs are iconic. I love it. Like there's just so many great. The, I mean, there would be a different blue world without Bill Monroe in it. Fantastic. Nothing but respect. I can now put on a Bill Monroe album and enjoy it, even with the vocals. Here's one that everyone had trouble with when it came out. McCartney's first album. People just slammed this thing when it came out. Slammed it. I don't know, because it was a Beatle and it just didn't compete with the Beatle catalog, and they were just breaking up, and people were kind of had in a mood. I'm not sure, but man, what a great frickin' album. I mean, I remember I didn't hate it when it came out, but there was like 2 or 3 tracks where you went, this is really good, and the rest is just okay. But it's a fantastic record. Fantastic. McCartney. What else have I got here? This is one just gifted to me. I've had it for a couple of weeks. Jan Ackerman from a band called Focus. It's his solo album called Profile. I've listened to this a couple times now. And there's something, if you ask me right now, I'd say I'm not a huge fan. It's just kind of it's all just, doesn't seem like there's any direction. It just kind of goes off in little tangents, like 30-second tangents and into another tangent. But there's something in it. Musically, it's amazing. Really interesting. I'm going to keep listening. Jan Ackerman. Let me know what you think of this album if you know, but I think I'm going to like it. Caravan, a buddy turned me on. My buddy Tim at Zap Records turned me on to this album. I just listened to it a few times and went, this isn't for me at all. And then heard a couple other Caravan albums and went back to this one and loved it. It's a freaking amazing album. Fantastic. In the land of gray and pink. Wow, that 9 foot of whatever, or 9 feet underground. What a track. Fantastic album. Took me a long time, man. Rush. I mean, I saw Rush in bars when I was 18. Geddy Lee's voice. Nails on a blackboard. Oh my God. It wasn't until about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I decided to pick up the bass guitar so I could start a rock band, so I could rock out and get away from playing the banjo for a bit. And I went and started studying every frickin' rock bass player I could think of to see what they were doing, see if I could get some ideas, some motivation. And of course, I had to listen to Geddy Lee, and I went, wow, can that guy frickin', what a musician. I tried to play a couple of his things and just went, man, how does he do it and sing at the same time? So I started buying Rush albums, and Moving Pictures was the one that got me, and Geddy's voice grew on me. I like it now. And I'm a big Rush fan. Never thought that would happen. But just shows, just go back, man. You never know. I got a couple more. I've mentioned this, Genesis. Couldn't stand Genesis in the 70s, and the album that I thought was the most pretentious piece of crap ever, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. I just decided to give it another shot at one point once I started to appreciate them more. And just after a few listens, I just went, this is a great record. It's now my favorite Genesis album. Again, don't give up, man. If something's really good, there must be a reason. Here's another one that's really a poster child for me. A jazz album. John Coltrane's A Love Supreme. Oh, man. This album is considered one of the great albums of all time. I bought it, listened to it, and couldn't stand it. Really didn't like it. And I listened to a couple other Coltrane albums. Blue Train, Giant Steps. And then I went back. I actually had this on CD, but I went and bought the vinyl. And it finally got me. I finally appreciate this album Brilliant. Brilliant album. John Coltrane. Fantastic. I got one more here. This is an album I just bought recently. It's a craft recording jazz album. I am a huge fan of Alice Coltrane. Now, there's an artist that I could see most people would take forever to get into. I just her own, but for some reason that resonated with me right away. I love Alice, and she is on this album with a gentleman by the name of Joe Henderson, a saxophone player. He put an album called The Elements, featuring Alice Coltrane. I got a great deal on this on Amazon, like $20 for an audiophile recording. And I was at Florida at the time, so I brought it home, put it on, and go, oh man, this is some far out jazzy shit. It's just like, I'm going, oh my God, this is horrible. And then with Alice's harp and piano, and I still don't know if I like it or not. I'm really uncomfortable with it, but there's so much greatness in it that I keep going back to it. I think I'm going to love it. I really do. I can see myself a year from now going, this is the best frickin' album I've ever heard. Okay. That's it. That's a bunch. Please, if you're still watching, if you haven't pushed that white button that says subscribe, please do so. I noticed my subscriptions going up since I reminded people that it's a cool thing to do. 58% of you do not push that button. Please, let's get that number down. And I thank you all for your support. And everybody have a great weekend. We will talk soon.